And good morning, everybody. Having my morning coffee. And if you read that, no worries, because I'm clown's prepared, and he's getting used to all this wonderful people on YouTube panicking and screaming and running amok. You should be storing food and water. Okay? Two, if you're buying a handgun or any kind of firearm, get proper training. If you're in the Los Angeles area, go see Corsair trainers and don't ask stupid questions. Two, if it looks good on YouTube, don't do it. Okay? The guy who's recovering in the hospital is doing fine. You know, shooting your wee wee off is not a good idea. All right? Another thing, folks, is everybody's asking Uncle Al, aren't you worried about the future? No, I have faith in the Lord and I read the Bible and I practice it. Second thing is, I'm prepared. I've been telling people over 3 years ago, even further, to be prepared. Did anybody listen to Uncle Al? No. This is why when the beer and SHTF is going to happen. These are the same people who are going to let the fascists take over America in 2030. And you know what group's going to get blamed really hard for it? Go see Whoopi Goldberg. Go see the left. And I like to tell a lot of people are brainwashed. And still they don't believe me. Yeah, let's see. Okay. This is called brainwashing. Techniques of propaganda and persuasion. You think you're a liberal, but you're not. Actually, you're a puppet. So many times I trying to explain that one. You know, it's like Manchurian Candidate. You could brainwash somebody to believe anything you want. You could blame the sky is orange and the earth is flat. And squirrels conquer the world. As simple as that. All right? Hitler did it on a mass scale. Who did he learn it from? From the Americans. Okay? Because nobody ever checked out Nazism and America's interconnection. And it came that close, we could have been fighting with the Nazis, not against them. And that would be a really weird war, wouldn't it? Okay, right now I'm checking some historical facts. Indians versus Vikings, Indian versus Samurai, which I'm rechecking my family history because it was in Pacific Northwest and Northern California and the Central Valley. It's like, that does not make sense. And then I checked back 2,000 years of records and I found out that, yes, Japanese did land it way before everybody else because there's 4 temples in Japan has redwood posts. And redwood is not natural to Japan. So where do they eat these great big trees in Japan? And then, let's see, who else? Oh, Indians versus aliens, that's always wonderful. And Indians versus dimensional beings. So I'm checking those out, put it down on the list. It gets really weird, folks, when you study history and you read about, I do crypto, cryptid, not crypto, crypto something else. It's not Superman's dog. I'm doing cryptid studies. And a lot of people, well, they're a mysterious creature from Earth. No, it isn't. Okay, they're always near a hole. They're always near a lee line. And when 2 lee lines intersect, you get a hole. I've been trying to tell people of digs outdoors when we're talking about a conspiracy and that stuff. And also, a lot of people don't understand. If you use low-level flying saucers type 1, I think I did a drawing on it a long time ago in one of my videos. They follow the lee lines because it's least magnetic resistance. So basically, it's like a cable car. If everybody in Black Ops learn about this, they'll have Mach 4 aircraft, any kind of shape, going skating on these lee lines. It's like a skateboard. Most of you guys are in planes going off rock. Try skateboard on tilled dirt. It doesn't work too well. That's typical aircraft. Okay? Now, if you're on a ley line, the only problem is you have to have internal forces to prevent you from going. Of course, nobody ever listens to old Uncle Al. And this time we should have had dome cities, torch ships. Okay? You have none of those. And your decent electric car, you don't even have a plasma battery. We're still using lithium ion, Uncle Al. Okay. This is, right now, this is the timeline I picked. All right? A lot of people look at me like, I don't understand. Okay, a lot of people are still, they don't understand. That's fine. But like I said, folks, I'm watching what I'm saying because YouTube and the government doesn't like you to talk about conspiracy theories like Whoopi Goldberg. Great actress, but she's been drinking too much of the purple Kool-Aid. And her name isn't Whoopi Goldberg. It's actually Karen. I won't say her last name. It's Karen. And we know what happens to Karens. And Whoopi Goldberg should have looked at it because Aunt Lorraine, where the Germans came back after the war in the 20s and 30s and got rid of a lot of French, German citizens who were black colored. There's a big autobiography of the guy who survived that first purge. And he's mad at Whoopi Goldberg. He told me she's drinking too much of the purple Kool-Aid. That's from an 80-year-old man. Or was it a 90-year-old man? Can't remember. He was in one of the nursing homes I preach at. Okay? Another thing is, Japan, after 5 different nationwide medical tests, find they were right about using this type of drug. I won't say the drug because YouTube will get mad because they're. But you look at Japan's rate of infection and you look at the rest of the world's infection. They caught it quickly. They have better hygiene habits than most of the world. They're very clean. When it first started, they issued out N95 masks to everybody, as well as cloth masks with the N95 insert in plus. Not because it prevents the virus, it stops spread of the mucus. Because they also figured out the spray also contains a lot of, other bugs in it. So it's safe to be sorry. And they learn other things. Like the virus can be attached to pollen. Japan is a heavy country with lots of pollen. So wearing a mask limits your effect with this. It doesn't prevent the virus, but it prevents the carriers of the virus. Spit, moisture, pollen, dust, everything else. So it limits the exposure to it, which is smart. 2, in Japan, we have air purifiers or condensers that sucks in the crappy air, zap it with UV radiation, and spits it out. Do you see America do that? No. Don't know why. But that, and plus their own version of a safe vaccine, works wonders. Now, again, the vaccine treatment in Japan is different in America. They are very highly suspect of American products from Big Pharma. Okay, really suspect, same as Korea. Okay, they're not taking any chances. But American product equals to, it's better than the Chinese Simvax, we'll shoot you up with that. And I talked to a lot of my friends. We're waiting for the final wave. You kill about 37 or 35% of most of the people infected. And that would be coming out of China. This one is originated from South Africa, but it bounced to China and throughout the world. I say about maybe March to June, maybe a little later. So a lot of people are trying not to panic. Get your food supply, scream and yell at your Congress people. Okay? If you have the guts, run for office. They're doing a lot of things, both the CCP and the NWO are planning a lot of things. You just don't know about it. All right? This is simple, common, good morning advice. I hope you take it with a little stride. Do your own research and check if Uncle Alan's wrong. Okay? That's simple as hell. And don't be like Dad on YouTube. I will follow Comrade Mouse. No. Okay, folks. I'll catch you later. You have a nice day. I'm going to try to do stuff, but I got 40 trees I got to spray. Later.